All right, so let's start the meeting. Hello, guys. My name is Adeyemo Oluwafemi Olukayode, also known as Femi K. So for today's meeting, I'm going to be sharing my screen because we are going to have to do some slide presentation. So I really hope those guys that will be joining us will not be disturbing us. In fact, as a matter of fact, I don't know if I'll still be taking people, but let's see. Let's see. So I would share my screen now, and I hope you guys will see it. So first, let's go to the order of the day. So preview. Let's go back. Good. Go back. All right. So guys, can you see my screen, please? Guys, can you see my screen?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, perfect. All right, please. I just want everybody
Yes,
to to once in a while give me their go ahead so that I can, I wouldn't just be presenting to nobody. All right. So today we are going to be talking about studying in Russia, and um, there are a lot of things that a lot of people have said about this topic that has really been a lot of I don't know how to put it. It's been controversial. At the same time, well, maybe it's to benefit them, Sha. But I feel like they've really been controversial about this topic. But I, Femi K, will be giving you guys the whole gist as it is today. So I would like you guys to stick around till the end of this video to actually like be able to gain one or two things. And by God's grace, I'm sure that everything we are going to do here is going to be a success. So today, I'm going to show you guys what people are hiding from you all. So, there are a lot of things that a lot of organizations, a lot of agencies, a lot of um, a lot of corporate people, in fact, a lot of schools, universities are hiding from you guys, and I'm going to be showing you guys. And it's not a matter of bluffing. If you are going to stay to the end of this video, I'm sure many people here already know me. I'm going to be able to show you guys everything without anything to conceal. So I'm also going to tell you guys why some of the times I'm blunt to some people, and why some people I'm just very nice to them. So there's no mathematics to this equation. It's just based on the fact that there are some things that we look at, and when these things are not met, I cannot just be nice. I have to be blunt about it so that you can go and get it. And if you're not going to get it, no problem. So there will be no issues at the end of the day. All right. So, guys, can I ask one more question now? Can you guys hear me and can you see me? Is my screen being shown right now?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for your answer. So let me quickly see if there's anybody trying to still join us so that I can quickly add them to the.
I can't see your screen, Mr. Mike.
Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming. I will make everything more. I'm coming. All right. Wait, guys. I'm coming. Um. Now, can you see my screen? Now, can you see it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right.
I can't still see your screen. I don't know. Is there anything I'm supposed to touch?
I don't know. At this rate, I don't know. Because there are other people that are seeing the screen. So maybe I don't know. Maybe just stick around, Sha. Let's see what's up. At the end of the day, maybe it's
Okay.
because I'm not loading it yet. All right.
Okay.
All right. All right. Is everybody please mute your mic a bit? Thank you. All right. So um we are going to dive right into the video right now. Let me see if the video is recording so that others that are not here can have the benefit, okay, of seeing the video later. All right, so I'm going to show you guys what a lot of people are hiding from you guys, and I'm going to show you all in 37 slides. So let's dive right into it. So, what is my mission here today? My name is Adeyemo Femi, like I already said. I'm popularly known as Femi K Vibe Lord. I have a YouTube page with over 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys for checking in. I'm sure that most of them are from you guys, and you can check me the Femi K Vibe Lord anytime you have time to stop over. If this process is very important to you, I'm very sure that you already know my page and you're already looking into it already. So I have an Instagram page called On in Nigeria. This is where I post most of the testimonials and success of all our clients over the years. Also, we have helped hundreds of Africans and non-Africans gain entry to Russia in a span of 3 years. Now I'm here to help you guys too. So let's dive right into the agenda of the day. Let's dive right into it. So, guys, we are going to talk about accommodation in Russia. I used to get a lot of questions about accommodation in Russia. Hello, Femi K. What's the accommodation like? How can I get the accommodation? Is it school hostel? Where will I stay? For somebody like me that, for example, now I didn't like to share my space with anybody when I was in Nigeria. The accommodation thing was a big problem for me when I got here. Imagine having to get here, and I'm in this our conversation that we're going to be having. I'm going to be giving you guys the 100% fact and truth, nothing to hide, nothing to keep. Because at the end of the day, you guys will end up here and you're going to see everything clearly, and you will not say Femike has not told me this before. So when I came here, accommodation was rough. I didn't have a place to stay. I didn't have a hostel to stay because my uncle that processed my admission as at the time didn't inform my university that I was going to be coming at this specific time. That's why most of the people that are doing the admission with us, when it gets to the stage where you get your visa, you have to tell me so that I can email the university or go directly to the university to tell them that this so person is going to be arriving at so time so that they can prepare a space for you in the hostel. They call it Opshigiti here. So my uncle didn't message the university and I was left stranded. Apparently, there was this process that they usually do. When you come here, you cannot straight go into the university hostel because they have to check you whether you have HIV, whether your fluorography, your chest test, your hepatitis, and all of that. So they did all of that test for me. And during that time, I was in a commercial hostel that required me to be there for approximately about 4 days. For some people, 3 days, depending on if there's a break. Like, for example, Russia has a lot of public holidays, though we as medical students don't really observe those. But those students that are in the commercial and all of that, they observe these holidays. So the holidays really affect us most of the time. So if you come in a holiday time, you might be having to stay for a longer time. Or if you come during the Saturdays and Sundays, you might have to stay in this commercial hostels for longer. So, but in essence, I was in that place for 4 days. And when I finished everything, I was thinking I was going directly to the university's hostel. After that 4 days, the university contacted me. They said, Femike, why blood? We don't have a space for you. I said, what do you mean by that? Me that I'm just coming from Nigeria now. I'm already like, okay, this place is rosy and all of that. They said there's no space for me. So I had to stay in that hostel that I was staying, the commercial hostel that I was for 4 days. I had to stay there longer. So I was already spending close to 2 weeks there. And mind you guys, it's very expensive to stay in these places compared to when you are in the hostel. Oh. So in that place now, for example, I was spending 500 rubles. 500 rubles to Naira now is like 5,000 Naira, 5,500 Naira. I was spending it every day to stay in that place for 2 weeks. You can do the math. So, and this was as a negligence or as a result of what my uncle did. Though I know that there were no public holidays. So, if there were public holidays, for example, I would have understood now that I've spent almost 5 years here, at least to know that my uncle was on the right path. But that time there was no public holidays. So, just imagine. So, I was just there spending and wasting money. But, anyways, I don't blame my uncle and I didn't blame him because it's not his fault, too, anyways. So, what I did was I was told to go to another commercial hostel and I would like you guys to listen to everything I'm saying in very specific details because I'm going to be posting this on YouTube too to also help other students. So don't worry, just listen to me. And at the end, you will ask your questions. I know that many people have many questions and all of that, but I'm going to answer everything. Thank you very much. So I had to move to another hostel, which was a commercial hostel. This time I was living with close to 50 guys, Pakistan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, the stands. And I'm not Stanley anyway. So I was shocked, like, what's going on here? They told me I was coming abroad now. Which one is all these standard and meeting and all of that? So apparently those guys were construction guys and that's their house. So I just started squatting with them. So in a room, there are like 50 people in one room, one big room. Well, it was very tough. I was literally there for about 2 to 3 months. Imagine 2 to 3 months. Sometimes it was, in fact, not even sometimes, most of the times it was really difficult for me because I couldn't cook. Before I could go to the kitchen to go and cook, those guys are already there. They're already cooking. And it's a party every day. In one room, 50 people. Now imagine in the other rooms. I've not even spoken about the other rooms that are there. So it's just okay, fine. I understood that this is the plan. I needed to keep disturbing the university. So I had to disturb the university. After 3 months, that was when I was able to get my Oshijiti, which is the accommodation. Guys, let me quickly accept some people that are joining. I really apologize because they are wasting some of our time here. They should have joined earlier, but they are still our people. They are only Nigerians. Okay, we have one here. Admit him. Okay. So, guys, can you guys hear me before I continue with the video?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right.
Continue.
Perfect. Thank you. All right.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. All right, let's go on. Let's go on with the video. With what I was saying. So, guys, now accommodation in Russia. So apparently the university gave me a hostel finally. I remember that it was on March 27. For me to remember that vividly, you should know that I suffered. It was March 27, 2020 that I got my hostel in the university. They gave me a hostel with an Indian roommate. I had two Indian roommates, and that was the story. So let me show you guys some of the accommodation that we have in Russia. So guys, this is the first accommodation that we have in Russia. Beautiful, right? Yeah, beautiful. Another accommodation in Russia. Another school hostel in Russia. But guys, I'm just lying. That's a big lie. Those are not the hostels in Russia. Let's be very honest with ourselves. Those are commercial hostels in Russia that are more expensive. The school hostel is nothing near that. So that's just a joke, jokes on me. So, but the reason for showing you that is not to make it look like I'm joking here. It's just for you to know that some people have this picture that I just showed you guys now are pictures that have been shown by some of my onion Nigerians among my guys. You know, my onion Nigerians, I treat you all like family. Though I can be busy, but I can be like, what's wrong with you, Seth? Oh yeah, share me the picture of the house or the apartment or the school hostel that you said you saw. Then this guy started sharing me these pictures, and that was why I put it and I included it here just to make fun of it. Guys, it's nowhere near that. You can get some cool hostels like that, but outside, not in the school territory or school, whatever it is. And another thing, guys, is that our universities here, most of the universities here are not like the one in Nigeria, in Africa. The universities here are more of like um, a university is here, hostel is here, different. It's not like in the same big building like we used to have it in some of the universities in Nigeria. So it's very different here. So your hostel can be in another place, your university is in another place, and all of that. So now let's go back to reality. Accommodation in Russia. So the truth in Russia is that accommodation is very cheap. The hostels here are very cheap, and they are usually from 900 rubles to 5,000 rubles, depending on the university, the number of people in a room, and the type of the room. So it's like usually around $9 to $50 monthly. And mine is 1,000 rubles, and it is very spacious for two people. 1,000 rubles is 13,000 naira. And it usually ranges from 13,000 naira to 56,000 naira monthly, depending on the accommodation type that you have. This is typically for the school hostel. I'm not going to speak more on hostels that are outside school because there are a lot of variations to them. We have a video coming soon on accommodation in Russia that will touch that part. So you guys should make sure you look out for that video. I've just been busy now. I'm writing my exams. So that's why I've not really been able to do much videos. But I'm going to release a video very soon for you guys. I know that you guys are always supporting me. All right. So in Russia, there are three types of accommodation for students in the university, which is in the school hostel. So let's go into it. Type one, we have about 30 living rooms, triple accommodation along a hallway, sharing two common bathrooms, two lounge areas, and for cooking buildings, two kitchens. And the fee is usually 900 rubles per month. So this is the accommodation one. I don't know if you guys can see it, but you can zoom in, you can save it. This is how the accommodation one looks like. This is more of it. The room is there, the kitchen is there. It's very cheap. It's the cheapest that they have. They are usually two to three in a room, depending on how lucky you are, but it's not usually more than two to three in a room. There was a time the government wanted it to be more than that, and the schools wanted to be more than that, but the government of Russia ruled it out. They said if more than three people are in a room, it's no longer conducive. So this is it. They have the washing machine that you can wash your clothes for free. In some universities, for example, in the university I was for my language program, I was paying 100 rubles for my clothes. 100 rubles at that time was 1,000 naira. So if I wanted to wash clothes, I have to pay 100 rubles. So that one was a discouraging factor for me. But when I went to the medical university, it was free. It's just that a lot of people can queue for it. But if you know how to manage your time, of course, 100% you can wash your clothes. So there's type two, and this type two, each section consists of four living rooms, triple accommodation, one kitchen, and a bathroom. So the fee for this one is 1,900 rubles per month, which is literally $19, and that's 21,000 naira. So let's show you guys type two. So this is how type two hostel looks like. It can be like this, it can be more than this. This is a typical example. You know, I told you guys from the beginning of this video that I'm going to make everything realistic as possible. So this is a picture that I took from the university's website, a reputable university in Russia, so that you guys can be able to know how it is, what is there exactly. Is this the truth? I don't want to. Some people have come to Russia. I'm telling you, these guys, this is the truth now, guys. This is the truth. The truth. Some people have come to Russia and they blame me. They're like, Femike, no, you didn't tell me about accommodation now. This is not what I was expecting. Yes, it's my fault. I'm supposed to have told them about the accommodation, but they didn't ask me, or maybe they asked and I just told them that everything is fine. And I don't know what is fine for some people. Everybody have their preferences. So that's why I want you guys to see it now and look at how it is. This is how it looks like, and this is the price you're going to be paying for it. 1,900 rubles. You can do the conversion. I don't advise converting on Google. If you're converting on Google, you're wasting your time. Try to download rates. I think there's this Aboki FX and stuff like that. You can literally check out the black market rates. That's what works. We are not doing any official rating everything here because we're not using banks. So the the hostels look like this. This is a hallway. This is the steps. They call it lesnitsia in Russian. Lesnitsia. This is the bathroom. They call it douche. They call it douche is the bathroom. They call this the other part like the balcony, the lesnitsia, like the hallway also. So the other side is the hallway, and this is how they typically look like. This is for a university. It may not be for your own university, but I'm showing you guys how it is. If I said I should compile all the university in Russia and send the video here and a picture here right now, we will not even leave this call. So I'm just using this one as the comparison table for you guys. So this is type 3. Type 3, each section consists of 4 living rooms, single and double accommodation, one kitchen and a bathroom. So the kitchen are equipped with furniture, electric stove, microwave, and a set of dishes. So bathrooms includes two washers, a washing machine, a shower, and a toilet. Sinks are equipped with touch taps. The rooms have single tier beds, a wardrobe, cabinet furniture, and a refrigerator. So accommodation fee for the single placement is 5,000 rubles per month, and the double placement is 4,000 rubles per month. So now you can be placed single like in a single file, just you in your room. It's 5,000 rubles per month. But I will also be honest with you guys. Like I said, honesty is virtue. I don't want anybody to. Today, I still got a message from somebody that the person was like, Femike, you deceived me. I'm like, "Ah, how did I deceive you?" He started explaining everything. I was like, I didn't deceive you now. Maybe I didn't just explain to you or you didn't ask me. So that's why I want to tell you guys how it is. So for that single placement, guys, I don't want anybody to feel deceived. It's sometimes it can be like a ballot thing. You have to ballot for it. Like in terms of like you have to the fastest to pay. The earlier, the better for you. So I usually don't used to tell my student that you are coming to that place to come and live. No, there's no need to lie to you guys. You can be lucky to have it 100%. It's your glory and it's your honor. Another second fact about it is that it is not in every university. Some universities don't have single placements. Some universities have. And some universities, they only give it to master students and PhD students. Some universities, they don't give it, they only give it to their PhD, like that, like that, like that. Some universities don't even have at all. So, but double placement is in every university. You can be double placed, and that double placement, you're going to be in a nice room. And this is how the rooms look like. So these are the rooms. You see, I know some of you are expecting paradise, but this is not paradise, but it's still better. It looks very conducive to me. Your room will be cleaned by cleaners and you'll be fine. You'll be very fine. The thing is, it's not scary when I say that ballots, that's the first come, first serve, but this is more of like uh, how fast you are in terms of it. So whenever you hear that there's a placement, the next thing to do is to pay immediately. You don't need to be saying, "Hey, I'm waiting for my mom to give me money or I'm waiting for my job to give me money." If you have the money, just pay for it so that at least you have the place. The next month, then you can be telling the university that you'll be paying instrumentally, maybe 2,000 rubles today, 5,000 rubles tomorrow, 10,000 rubles, 10,000 naira as you like. University in Russia is not difficult. That is why I am here. I'm not from a rich family. If you have heard that Femike is rich, please debunk it. I don't have any money with me. I am just managing myself. I am doing well for myself. And in terms of like what Russia has given us. So Russia is not for the rich. Like you are going to, if you want to make it big, you can come to Russia. But if you have the mentality that you must be rich before you enter Russia, you are deceiving yourself. This is not the US. Our lifestyle here is very, very different. Russia will not stress you on school fees or on accommodation. There are some universities that stress you, and we have tried all our best at all near Nigeria to eliminate those universities, and they are not even plenty. There are few of them, and the reason for that is because they don't have students, and they don't know that if they continue that policy, they will never have students. Because who wants to go to a university where you have to pay once? So some people want to pay little. My university, for example, I have proof here. I can show you guys. I just paid my fourth year fee, and I'm already almost finishing. This last week, I just finished paying it. So they don't stress you. It's not because I don't have the money to pay them. It's because I want to pay it as my will. I have other things I'm using my money for. So this is not to brag or to show you guys that is that possible. No, I'm just showing you that it is not difficult. In fact, if I knew that Russia was not some kind of pay immediately kind of thing, I would have been here since 2017, 2016. So, but people started to tell me, no, you have to pay once. Is a lie. They are lying to you. You can pay as gradually as you want, depending on you. They shall know say you no go graduate when you no pay your money finish. That's all. When you want to graduate and you have not paid the money, they will ask you, Mr. Azan, Mr. Kabiru, where's our money? If you say I don't have your money, they will laugh at you. They go and bring our money. So, but before you finish 4 years in the university, uh, you would have started working. You would have balanced and paid their money. How much is their money? So that's it. So now let's talk about tuition fee in Russia, which I was already even diving into. So the tuition fee ranges from 50k rubles upward. Before I continue, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Yes.
you.
All right. I have my reason for
Yes, sir.
asking if you guys can hear me because I don't want to just be talking to the to nothing. All right, so let me quickly see if there are people that want me to add them. Okay, we have three people on ground. Let's add them quickly. Let's add them quickly. All right, perfect. So yes, let's continue with our message. Aha. So this message is not for entertainment, it's for you guys to know that Russia is not a difficult place to be. This is very easy. I'm not going to lie to you. I preach Japa with ease, with affordability. Don't come and stress yourself. If you cannot afford Russia, then God please forgive me. You can't afford anything again because there's maybe you want to go to Lome or you want to go to Benin Republic. I'm telling you the truth because Russia is very easy to apply to. They don't even need proof of funds. Ah, so, anyways, let's continue before I get emotional. So, the tuition fee ranges from 50k rubles upward, which is $500 as at the present rate. Though I think it's lesser, but well, I'll put it on $500. So, depending on this course you are applying for, the degree type, it can be bachelor's degree, master's degree, PhD, which is the doctoral and all of that. So it can be part-time or full-time, the university, which city, and many more factors. So you cannot be expecting that you are in Moscow now and be paying the same amount of school fees like somebody like me that is in Yekaterinburg. It's not going to work out. In Moscow, you should expect something more. Even if you're going to see something cheaper, it will not be as uh, as more like happening or currently like that. It will never go faster like that occasionally. It's something that you will just see really perfect. So we can't just come up with a figure and say it's your school fees. So many people have, so many people have gotten me angry when they are like, just give me the school fees breakdown, just do this thing. I think many of you guys don't understand how you see me this way. You guys see me as one, Femike is strict. I'm not strict though. I just feel like so many people have not really sat down to really understand me. If you come and meet me and you're like, Femike, I want to do business administration, give me the school fees. I can't just give you the school fees. I don't know the city that will pick you. I don't know your document type yet. I don't even know if you want to do this business admin as a master's course or as a BSc course or even in the PhD level. I don't know anything about this. And you're asking me to give you a breakdown. If I give you a breakdown, label me a scammer. Except sometimes when you fill the form and I already give it to you, I already check out the form and I say, okay, fine, this guy, okay, this is it, this is it. That's why sometimes I give you guys the KYC form, which is the first form you fill. Oh, I am Femi K, the head of operation, blah, blah, blah. Okay, field. When do you want to travel? Do you have your international passport? What do you want to do? I already use that thing to gauge a lot of people, but some of the times I can't only use that. Sometimes I can use it maybe for some people that are young and I can just give it to them as a breakdown, all of that, maybe for the language program and all of that. But for people that have specific courses and some things that are very different, I have to ask you. Then they feel like Femike is not answering me, Femike is taking time and all of that. But when I ask this one, I ask this one, I ask this one, I ask this one, are just giving me no, just give me the school, just give me the school. I can't just give you the school. Why would I just give you the school? I'm not a scammer. I'm not a guy that collects money from people and just don't do what they ask me to do. I have to do what you ask me to do, and that's why I don't want us to have issues. So I have to get back to the agency. Let's go back to what we are saying. So we can't just come up with a figure and say it's your school fees. We need to send your documents to the agency to review them thoroughly and reach out to us on an average cost breakdown the client can work with. So I'm giving you guys all the truth now. You guys should not come back tomorrow and say, Femi, you didn't tell me this. That's how it works. We are not going to lie to you. Immediately you give me your documents, your international passport, your WAEC, your NAPTEP, your NECO, your BSc, your NDH, and all of that. I send it directly to the agency, which is the admission agency department. Many of you have heard me say these things. They review it. If it works with them, they send it to us. If it does not work with them, I immediately tell the candidates, bro, this document doesn't work with us. This KYC doesn't work with us. This form you fill, it doesn't work with us. If you have something similar or different rather, send it to me. Let me see if it can work. I'll send it to them again. If they don't give me a reply, sometimes I will just not reply. So that's why sometimes I don't reply some people because the agency has not given me a reply on that student. Maybe they are still finding out. They're still looking for universities that suit your KYC. What is KYC? Knowing your client. That's how I know my client. I can't work with everybody. I know that we are the best in the game right now. Nobody can actually come close. That's the truth of the matter. I've heard of many other agencies, blah, blah, blah. People are coming to report them to me. We are the number one right now. Maybe we are talking about in terms of Russia, good. So I can't work with everybody. We are already getting a lot of people and messages. But if you want, it's not like I'm not working with people. I work with everyone. But if you are not suiting our KYC, some people we ask them, what is your travel budget? They don't know. I'm not saying it is bad, or I'm not using your travel budget to gauge your pocket, or I'm using it to find out if you have money or not. I don't care. If you have 10 billion, I will never take 10 billion naira from you. What I'm checking with your travel budget is to send it to the agency to see which university suits this person's budget. Which course? Is that business administration? This guy is saying that he has $3,000. Can that business administration suit into his $3,000? Some people will tell you they have $3,000. They still have to fly. They still have to pay for a visa. They still have to do this thing. At the end of the day, they come and meet you. They're like, Femike, Femike, you didn't tell me this one. You didn't tell me this one. I trust you. That's why it is. I'm like, I understand that you trust me, but ask me questions. Questions that leads to reasonable things. So this is how it is being done. I know some of you are new here, but I'm trying to give you guys the ropes of it. Most of these guys that are in this Zoom meeting or this Google Meet meeting, they are my friends. We've spoken in one way or the other. But for the new ones, just for you guys to understand, when we ask you for the budget, even the old guys, we are not asking you to gauge your pocket. Tell us what works with you so that we can use that to gauge which university is going to. There are many universities in Russia. We have the Agrarian University, which is for agriculture. We have Gorny. Gorny is for mining. We have Lesnosia. Lesnosia is forest. We have engineering. We have Medicinski University, medicine. We have Economicheski University, that's economics. The reason we don't disturb some clients is because of they are doing the language program. That one doesn't require you being in any place. After the language, what about that? So we have to check all these things so that tomorrow you not say the reason I don't have any issue with any of my clients in Russia till date is because of all these check-ins. Maybe little minor issues here and there. Oh, Femike, you didn't tell me that I have to pay when I come inside for commercial hostel. I'm like, bro, I just forgot. Or I told you, maybe you didn't remember because most of the time I prepare them. Vapshe, chicken, right? So let's go into what we are doing here. So, but the good thing about this tuition in Russia is that you can pay in installment according to the agreement with the university. You can be paying gradually. Russia no get stress. You can be paying your money. I'm coming. Let me go to add some people. You can be paying your money small. You don't really necessarily need to stress yourself. Let me just add. Oh, hey, I'm sorry, guys. Hey, let me admit them. Some people will just come. They'll see that I do not admit them. They will just run away. It's okay. If you're joining our meeting, please mute yourself so that the other guys that are here can listen. Thank you very much. All right, so let's go back to the evidence of the day. So I'm coming, guys. Let me see. I'm seeing if okay, perfect. All right, so we have 24 people on board. It's cool. So, like as I was saying, as I was saying rather, we you can pay little by little. Most of the guys that are here, that's why I named it. It is literally my company's name is On Air Travels. But for you guys, it is On Air Nigeria. I deal with Nigerians mostly. You guys are Nigerian. I'm also a Nigerian man. I'm a Yoruba man. And we all know that Nigerian situation is not easy as at the moment. When I deal with my Indian clients, we just speak to them. Hello, Sunish. Sunish, how much do you have? He gives me his budget. I have $10,000 right now. I want to use it to process my admission. He processes the admission. Some of them even. Do you know the funniest thing about this Russian? These Indian and Chinese people, they pay for the whole tuition fee from the first year to the sixth year. Most of them come from medicine here. No stress. And I don't blame them. Their country good now. But Nigeria, we know what we are facing. Nobody is rich here. Even if you are rich, why Russia? Some people say, this thing, I'm rich. I want to go to America. I want to do this thing. This thing. We all know, even if you have the big money in America, you still have nothing. And it's not like America will even favor you than this Russia. I will still explain to you in these videos. Many of my friends in America, I'm going to do a video very soon again. I think I'll be hosting these live meetings with you guys more often. I think that's what most people like. I will show you guys real examples of people that are abroad, that are in the Qatars, in the Americas, and all of that. They want to even come to Russia. You guys, you just see what glitters. They tell you, see, most of them are working their ass off. Their school fees there is $18,000. How much is school fees in Russia? I'm telling you, $500 upward. I'm telling you the truth, guys. You can go online and go and Google all these things. Back to the things before I get emotional again. So, for example, if your tuition amounts to around 750,000 naira, let's go with naira. I know we have some Ghanaians, Kenyans, and Ugandans and all of that. But please understand it's simple mathematics. You can sign a contract with your university and pay small as you have it. You can even be dropping as low as 10,000 naira. Do you know that in 2021, I was very broke. I lost money to Rockstally and I lost money to Forex. I lost all of my money. I didn't have any money again. So the money that my mommy was sending to me then was like, she sent me money for a month before I started working again because I stopped work. I quit working, so I had to look for another job. So before I could get a job, she was telling me I think about 10,000 naira every week. Then 2021, I'll collect the money. I'll go and pay it to school because school I have to start pay money. I'll pay money to school. So they were collecting it. They don't have a problem. 10,000 naira at that time was 1,300 rubles, I guess. They will collect it from you. They no get stress. This is how it works. It's not like I don't think it's like Nigeria. I think here you have a contract. They give you a contract. So there's a contract number. You go online, you go to the bank, click your contract number. It appears, it shows your information. Benedict Onwusu Khalifa. This is your contract number. Pay to this university. What's the name of your university? The name of my university is the Caterinburg Institute of Commercial Sciences. Okay, fine. Pay to the university under this contract number. You pay, it is recorded in your university. Sometimes it takes about, if you use banks, it takes about 2 to 3 days to reflect. But it will reflect. So you don't have anything to do with your university that they will see me when I'm bringing 5 naira to the school. Who cares about you? Nobody. So let's continue before I go into other details. So the language now. So this language was a barrier while I was starting out. I had a lot of problems and I couldn't express myself properly at first. Imagine having a full-blown argument about something and you don't even understand the language. Anyways, in the early days in Russia, I wasn't really serious about the language because my course, which was medicine, was taught in English. So I didn't take the language seriously. One day, I misplaced my phone in 2023. I went to the police to report. I had no phone with me. The policeman asked me to explain what happened, and I couldn't even say anything concrete. I started translating with hot tears rolling down my eyes. Before I finished translating my anger and frustration, the person who took the phone already switched it off. It was hard for the police to even do anything. Since that day, I took my Russian seriously, and it was shocking that it's not even up to a year, and I can hold a conversation with locals. So, guys, I even made a video about it, how I learned Russian language and all of that. It's on my YouTube, Femi K Vibe blog. Check it out if you've not checked it out yet. I don't know why you have not checked it out. You that are looking at me, why have you not checked my YouTube out? But anyways, what I'm saying in essence is, um, I had a problem that time. I lost my phone in the snow. So the phone was in the snow, and I knew that it was in the snow because in Russia they don't really steal. The Russians don't steal. The stans, the Pakistan, Uzbekistan, I used to compare them. I'm sorry if we have any Hausa man in this place, but I used to say the stands are like the Hausas. You know, the way we have in Nigeria, we have a big demographic. Then we have the Hausas all around doing the heavy jobs and all of that, the heavy lifting, the shoemakers, the suyas and all of that. That's how the Uzbekistan guys are. They are the drivers, they are the construction workers and all of that. The Russians are the posh ones. They are the ones that they do the office jobs. So, but this guy that took my phone was in Pakistan because we later traced it and all of that. But that's not the essence of what I'm trying to say. Is that the language really fucked me up. Sorry for using that language, but it really, really affected me because I was translating to the officer with his phone. And imagine you just lost your phone now. You are translating. You are still writing. My phone fell down in the snow. Before I could even look, I saw that there was a snow covering it. My tears was rolling down my eyes because I don't know where I'm going to get another phone from. Before I could even translate everything, all my anger, my frustration, my everything, the phone was already switched off. So that's just the thing, guys. Like the language is something that you have to literally take very seriously. And in that my video that I made on YouTube, I was very honest with you guys. I said it can take some people a year to learn it. It can take some people 4 months. My younger brother came here. He learned the language in 4 months. Not like to a point where it's so good, but communication. You know what you need in this language is just to communicate, to buy food, to buy bread, to buy beans. What are you looking for in another man's country? To work. Work. You go out, you go to your work. Hello, boss. Здравствуйте. Привет. Как дела? Все нормально. Хорошо. Отлично. Все. You know all of these things, all of these basic terms. That's what will save you. And at the end of the day, you don't need to necessarily, for some of you that literally wants to get married here. Like, for example, when I firstly came, I had this mentality I'm never going to marry a Russian woman. But as the whole thing is going now, well, I will not talk about it, but we have to talk. We have to shall say something. Hello, I bought you flowers. I have to speak to her in Russian language. You understand what I'm saying? So you need to take those Russian things. And how you're going to learn it perfectly is if you're a guy and you are single, I'll advise you that you go out, you make a lot of friends and girls. You can make them as your friends and you can speak to them and learn better. It helps you to learn better because the faster you communicate and the more you communicate, the more you force yourself to speak it, the more it is easy, like you're practicing it. In fact, if you stop practicing Russian for a long time, maybe you go back to Nigeria after you finish, which I doubt you will forget the language most of the times because you're not practicing with anybody. You have to constantly speak the language with your friends and all of that. And for the women, they might be like, Femike is not talking about we ladies. I see you all, I see you all. For the ladies too, you can actually mingle with friends. I used to say opposite sex should be friends here because they help you more. When you're having same sex friends, they usually have friends. But what we have, my own little observation, I even have a video. I'm editing the video soon. It is my honest truth about Russian women. So they used to like opposite sex people in terms of like they will help you more because they feel more obligated to help you than their own species or their own female. That's what I've noticed. I don't know if it will work for you differently. I'm telling you all of these things from my own truth, my own notice, what I've noticed rather, and my own facts and all of that. So that's for the language. You don't need to stress yourself. Some people will ask me questions like, Femiki, what if I don't know the language? I'm like, bro, you are worried about the little things now. Like the littlest of things, the easiest is what you're worried about. Because when you come, in, you will force yourself to speak. You can't shall be seeing one nice thing that you want to buy, and you will not force yourself to say, "Hello, guys, I want to buy this thing." Or you are in class and your teacher is speaking English to you, and the teacher is stuck somewhere. You want to assist, so it also works that way. So let's try to admit some people. I see Oluduniola. Oh, okay, it's out anyways. It's cool. All right, let's go back. So now, in the beginning, it was not. It may not. It's not as bad as it may seem to you. We have language translation apps, and we are good. We have popular translation apps like Yandex. We have Google Translate. Trust me, guys, these things will really help you a lot. You can save them. You can write them down. You can put them somewhere. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure that you have it. Let's go. Let's continue with my truth, the 100% truth. So let's go to your course of study. So coming to Russia to study is easy. There are usually two ways to go about it according to your choice. You can choose to either come study directly or you can do a language program. Then, after that language program, you can apply to the course of your choice. Now, let's talk about the language program. This is the most important agenda of the day. So, this is the easiest way to come to Russia. I also did the language program, and I applied to the university of my choice here in Russia. It was very easy because the language course helped me to understand Russia more and meet a lot of new people from different parts of the world. My roommate was Indian, my classmates were from Suriname, Canada, Ireland, Sudan, Ghana, South Korea, Uganda, and other places. So it was easy for me to adapt to Russia. Later, with your language program certificate, you can apply for residence in Russia. So it's also a plus to have the language certificate with you. So let me break that down to you guys. So with the language program, it is the easiest way to come into Russia. Let's take for example, in Nigeria, we call something Oyinbo. For our foreign guys that will listen to this on YouTube later, or even if you're listening right now, Oyinbo is a white man. If a white man, an Oyinbo man, goes to the Nigerian embassy, let's say this white man is going to Nigeria, apparently, to get married to a Nigerian girl. Then he goes to the embassy and he tells them at the embassy that, the reason I'm going to Nigeria is to get married to a Nigerian girl. He doesn't have the wife now. He doesn't have the girl now. It might sound fishy. It might be like, so you're going to Nigeria to just go and marry. So you're going there to look for a wife. But if he goes there and he tells them that I'm going to Nigeria to go and learn your language, to go and learn Yoruba, or to learn English, or to learn Hausa, or what is there, what do you have? It's more welcoming. They are like, oh, Oyinbo won't go learn Nigeria language. Oyinbo we won't learn Yoruba. Just imagine. They feel, Nigerians and the farms in, um, they feel more adapted. Like they feel like you are going to adapt, and they feel more interested in you rather. They want to help you so that you can go and they can see your progress and all of that. So that's how it also works. They have the same mentality here. When you are going to Russia, the language program is the best way to come into Russia right now. Many things are actually involved in this language program that I'm going to break down to you guys. Firstly, the language program is the easiest way to come into Russia in terms of you don't need any difficult things to apply for it. You can use your it's like a cheat code. In fact, a lot of people don't know about this language thing. Is when we came into Russia that we discovered it properly, that we discovered that part, and we've been helping a lot of our students come and do that language. Trust me, it's like you are just coming in that place, like they are welcoming you to Russia like this, because literally, guys, that's the easiest way, fastest, easiest. And you don't need complicated document to apply for this. Your work is enough, your whatever is enough. They don't really screen your documents. I said it, I'll be giving you guys 100% truth. So if you are coming to my video from the embassy or you are coming from something, you are free to go and tell the embassy that Femike said this. Because I've heard a lot of things that they say Femike said that in that embassy, in that Nigerian embassy. So to the guys that are here with good intentions, the Russian language will help you to do a lot of things here. So when you have that language too, you can easily apply for your residence permit. Though the government here already cancelled that policy, but it will still help you because when it gets to some things like, for example, we have RVPO. I have my residence permit. Glory be to God. We have VNG. VNG is actually the one that is the complicated one. That one you need something to prove for it because they cannot just give you their residence if they don't have a proof that you know their language. How are you going to cope here? How have you been surviving here? All of those things can bring in whatever it is to you. So if you don't have the program, language program, they will still give you that VNG, but they will screen you too much and they will waste your time. And you don't know what course you are still coming here to do. You don't know how your job will look like. You don't know how it's going to be for you. So you don't want all this unnecessary stress. So, but if you see the language with you, they already, at least he has learned the language already. He knows the language. So that language is the easiest way. In fact, when you get to the embassy with the language program in sight, it is easier for them to grade you than the masters and the BSc guys that are going directly. I'm not saying that the masters and BSc guys are at fault for going like that. They take them. But if you are somebody that you just want to, run like just run this jackpot route fast, 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 the language program is very dope. But some people come to us and they ask us, Femi K, should I go for? It's a good question. Sometimes the language is not good for some certain people. For example, people that are very old. When I say very old, I'm talking about 49 plus 50. They are already very old for the language. So they feel like you're coming to do the language. What do you mean? So for those ones, BSc or masters can be insights for them. We will advise them. But that language program is for literally people that are younger, maybe 40 downward, 49, 48, and the likes till 18. Most of the times we take admission for 16, 17, but now it's very difficult. We have one university that takes them, and we tried it. The guy went to the embassy, and the embassy said he should come back when he's 18 years old. So back to the language program. The language program is the best way for you to come into Russia in 2024. As I'm speaking this video, it is about 2024. I'm giving you fact, 100% real fact and evidence, things that will help you so that you understand, so that you don't misunderstand Femike. So you don't go and say, Femike is a wicked person. I asked him this question, he has not replied me. I'm giving you all of that right now. So that language is the best way. You get, number one, easy to process. Number two, for example, if you're doing MSc or BSc, it's normal, it's good. But they will be asking you different questions. They can ask you, for example, my friend that was going directly for medicine, they asked him, how many pint of blood or paint of blood or whatever they call that thing is in the body? He said it's about 5 to 6, 5 to 7, like that. Okay, cool. He passed at least. But some people, they can ask you and you don't know what is the maybe they can ask you if you are going for economics, they ask you what is demand and supply. But like Mr. Tunde did not teach us that one in our school. Oh. He knows that Mr. Tunde did not teach you, no problem. You and Mr. Tunde we have a score because we are going nowhere. You're going back home to him. So but that language, they will never ask you that which land do you know what is this? No, because they know you don't know anything. So they will just ask you simple question. Why are you going to Russia? What is in Russia? Do you know why you're going to Russia? Who is sponsoring your trip? Blah 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 like that. All right. So now the requirements. I'm also going to speak about the embassy in details so that everybody has this. They are prepared for it. I have a video on it on my YouTube too, but I'll talk about it briefly because not everybody here are already at the embassy stage. Some people are just getting to start, so it may not really concern you, but I'll still talk about it. So for the requirements, we talk about you having your bachelor's degree. For example, for your bachelor's degree, rather, you can get your WAEC, your NECO, or your NAPTEB. Before, they don't used to really accept most results. Even the WAEC, the NECO, the NAPTEB, they don't really accept most of these results. They used to say you should go and bring one specific result from university, blah, blah. They used to say one thing that we didn't understand. But now they started accepting WAEC, NECO, NAPTEB. We've looked for universities and they're taking them. Russia is not complicated. It's the agencies that you're working with that are making it complicated. No agency has any right to tell you otherwise. If MK said this, in fact, as a matter of fact, your agencies are chatting me up. Back, let's not brag. International passport, ND or HND, HIV negative result. Embassy, you don't necessarily need it now. Some people are trying to join. Let me see if there are people that we can quickly add to the call. Okay. All right. So back to the video. Back to the topic of today. Admit. Sorry, guys, that I moved the class to somewhere closer, not zero, not 8 o'clock. Number one, I have an exam tomorrow. Number two, so many people reached out to me that it's already late 8. If I speak for long, almost 10, 11, or 9, they would want to sleep. So I had to just change my mind. I was like, that's very important. That's true. So I apologize in advance. So let's go to the master's degree. If you have your BSc transcript, your HND, your international passport, or your HIV negative result, that works. So for PhD, also your PhD documents, the transcripts from your MSc and all of that. So I'm sure you guys already understand all of this documentation part. So the processing of your document now. So your document will be required to go through some screening and adequate checks that we do here. So when we get your document, we don't just take your document and go and play with it and say, okay, I thank you for submitting your document. I love your document. Bye bye. No, we do some things to your document. And what are those things? We authorize them, we legalize them, and we translate them to Russian. When we translate it to Russian, we submit it. We do those three things and we submit it immediately. So the agency notarizes this document and they send it to different schools. Why do we translate it to Russian? It's because of the fact that the universities here are Russian universities, so they need to see all your documents. They will go and further check your WAEC, your NECO, all those codes, all those examination number. They have reasons. All those scratch cards that you are buying, they will also get their own scratch card and check your result. Is it legit? Is it not? Are you trying to find us? Are you trying to play with us and stuff like that? So it is 100% going to go through screening. So if you are coming to us with, we had three students early 2024 that submitted us wrong documents. Number one, it firstly even deal it gave me a lot of big problems because I didn't verify that document myself. I sent it to the agency directly. I should have, but I just sent it to the agency because I felt like I was busy. So they called me. They said, I've been submitting fake documents. What do you mean by fake documents now? From where to where? So they checked the document. They said it was fake. There was no number like that. That was somebody was written. So people have the mind to forge documents now. So the processing are usually very strict. So if I come back to you with a breakdown, a processing fee, that is why they call it processing fee. And you should know that they've accepted your document. That is why they are giving you a processing fee. So if you see that Femike is already sending me processing fee or a cost breakdown, just know that you have reached the stage where at least your document is being processed. So now let's talk about the processing in Nigeria. So this processing in Nigeria, guys, let me be very brutally honest with you guys. I did this process about 4 years ago in 2019. So I don't know much about this process as now because many things have changed and I'm not in Nigeria. But what I have done is that I have somebody that came recently and I used to replace them. I will tell them to I have my guy that does the visa for people. So anybody that comes recently, I'll give them the phone to talk to him and give him information. So he will teach the guy the information, give him the contact of the recent person there, so that you guys can actually work with that person. So I will not lie to you. I don't know the information that is going on. What is, in fact, if you ask me now, Femike, what is the present visa fee? I don't know because they keep changing these things every time. When I was going to Russia, visa fee was 47,000 euros. Now Russia visa fee is already entering 180 something K upward. So that's even the latest one I've heard. And these people they are not even, it's not Russia that is collecting this fee, it is Nigeria that is collecting this fee, their embassy. So this is the country that we are. They change everything. So that is why I don't involve myself in this whole visa process. I just invite you I just give my brother your number, which is also the agent in charge. Talk to him and he will continue with you. So in Abuja, you visit three places according to what we know recently. This one, in fact, for me to even come up with this ones, I have to have somebody that's there right now. The person is in the embassy right now. She's a student of ours, and I have another guy in the embassy right now too. They gave me this information. So, firstly, we have the Ministry of Education, which is where you are going to process your WAEC document. I think you are going to authorize there. We have our agents there. They will help you with it, though you pay him, but he will help you. All those long queues. There are some people that are going to Greece, some people are going to Schengen, Poland. You don't need to be with them on that line. If you take your document, go and process it for you and bring it outside for you. We have, like I said, only in Nigeria works with time, reliability and time. We don't have the time to go and be sitting down waiting for one document. That's it, chicken now. All right, so Ministry of Foreign Affairs, we have our agents there too that will take your document to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and bring it out for you in no time. If you don't do it right, you can be waiting 3 days, 5 days. They will not bring it out for you. They will not sign. They'll tell you to come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, wasting your time. But here we have our agent that will do everything for you. So then the next thing is to go to the embassy. But before you go to the embassy, you need to go to the hospital for your HIV result to check it. So you check your HIV. If you're HIV negative, Adupe Fọlọ́run, move to the next. Slava Bogu. If you are not HIV negative, you know what next. Just go to Nigeria, your hometown, and look for the next medication for it. So all of this will be taken care of our agents and supervisors in Abuja. So you don't need to worry. In as much as I'm not up, I'm trying to be honest with you guys. In as much as I'm not in that process, I still try my best to, you know, give you guys supervisors and people that will actually be in charge of it. So you might be calling me that time and I'll be like, oh yeah, go and talk to this guy. Oh yeah, go and talk to this guy. But does not mean I'm neglecting you. It means go and talk to the person in charge of that. So for me, I am in charge of you getting your admission and your invitation letter, and I give it to you 100%. Take it, go and submit it to the embassy. Making sure it is original from the university. No issues. They've admitted you. The university say you should come, and the immigration of Russia has accepted you to come into their country. That's why they give you the admission, which is the university accepting you, and immigration gives you invitation, which means welcome to Russia. So you shouldn't be having any issue if they've given you any of these documents. All right. So, but before I continue to the jobs, continuing on processing in Nigeria, you need to be very, 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 very smart because now at the embassy, there are a lot of things that they check. But there are three things that I'll give you guys that they really, really, really hammer on in the embassy. Firstly, they want to know, why are you going to Russia? Why are you going to Russia? If you cannot tell them why you are going to Russia, you are going to actually lose it. Second thing that they want to know is, who is going to sponsor you in Russia? Who is sponsoring you in Russia? If you don't know who is going to sponsor you in Russia, you're going to lose. And the third question that they ask you guys Is they want to know your if you have strong ties to home. Strong ties to home. Let me see who is trying to. Oh, the doctor is in the building. All right, guys. Before I continue again, can you guys hear me?
Yes, 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 we can hear you.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much. All right. So they want to know three things. What did I say? First, why are you going to Russia? Secondly, what? They want to know who is going to sponsor you in Russia. And thirdly, what do they want to know? They want to know if you have strong ties to home. Let's break these three things down. Why are you going to Russia, my brother? You have to be very specific. You have to be very smart. The consulate or the embassy guy, I also went through the same embassy. In fact, as a matter of fact, this is not to brag, but I was with the strongest and the craziest of the embassy consulates in Russia history. The short guy. I don't know any one of you that have been to the embassy knows that short Onyibo man. He is the craziest. It doesn't give. There was even a time that 3 months he denied visas for no reason. But in that 3 months I was denying visa for no reason, my students were going and they were collecting their visas. And there's no, it's not that I'm trying to be, there's no mathematics behind it. It is your way of communicating. You just need to be able to communicate. Firstly, your appearance matters. You are going to the embassy, you are dressed like a, a I don't know, a hooligan. Because from the beginning, when you are in that environment from Russia embassy in Abuja, they are already looking at you from the camera. They know that you are coming. Your document are already with them. The school have sent your document to them. Femike has sent your document to them. My agency has called the guy there, Achebe, the secretary, about the submission of the document. So when you are going there, they are taking your document. Don't think it's because you are lucky. They can send you out. We've prepared them at them, but they know you are coming. But you now go there, you're not shaking, or you are dressed like a this thing. It doesn't work that way. You have to be dressed properly. If you have hair, shave it. Look normal. I'm not saying that you cannot carry dread like me. They don't care. But just look your best. If you have beer, shave it and be fine. It's just for that one day. Let them grade you and that's it. If I like, I should carry big beard now. Nothing can stop me from entering Russia. I'm a citizen of Russia as a matter of virtue as I'm speaking to you right now because all I need is the completion of my diploma and submitting my VNG and getting my citizenship. So you just need to come in. So whatever you are wearing that time should be of everyday of essence to you. Get your best dress. Dress and look firm. Look normal. Even if it is not your formation day, go there and go and look. Don't go and be talking. Some of my students have gone there and they've started talking. I wanted to mention a name now. You're just talking. This one. Hello, what is going on inside that place? I'm not saying you should not speak, but let it be let it be wise talks, not go and be talking. Do you know Femike? This thing. I have many of my students that have gone to the embassy and go and become friends. Is that what you are sent to go and do there? To be very honest. That's the truth. I'm not trying to chastise anyone. I'm not your father or anything, but I'm telling you the truth. These are things that you need to listen to so that you can be able to succeed. Get this thing out. Let's get it once and for all. Must we be denied? If you are denied now, you come again, Femike. What's this? What's the way forward? This thing. We used to have low denial rates because of this processing that I used to, the way I prepare my students. Anyways, let's continue to the next thing. Why are you going to Russia? Let them know that you are smart. Speak to the consulate. He's a human being like you. He knows that you have all your documents ready. Let your confidence speak. Look at him and tell him, bro. Don't say, bro, please. Oh, Just say, I'm going to Russia. Make sure that your reason is very, very valid. Everybody have their different reasons, but let it be known that I'm going to Russia to go and widen my knowledge, broaden my horizon. I'm going there to make sure that I understand the language, to be able to, understand my field, learn more about the field or my course of study. For example, let's say you are going there to learn cybersecurity or computer science. I'm going there to go and learn computer science, coding and everything, so that when I am done, I can come back and apply it to my country. In fact, Russia is not my only destination. I'm still going to other countries to learn and come back and apply it to my country in Nigeria. We all know, say, they come house. But let the consulate be convinced that you are not coming home. So I'm coming back to apply to my country, Nigeria. That is why I'm going. I've heard that Russia has the best computer science. You can tell them all these things. They can never. Consulate is a human being, like he's not a robot. He doesn't have all this information that you may even have. Some people have done research. You know more than your consulate sometimes. They are just Russian people and they just look at you, what you say. So I've done my research. I've seen that in Moscow, computer science is a trending course. So many people are doing this thing and they are getting, better use of it. I also want to go there, broaden my horizon, have more to do. This is a personal decision, and I'm going there to go and explore these different branches to be able to better myself in what I'm doing and come back to apply it in my country in any ways. Now, you might be shocked that, Femiki, how is he going to believe that I'm coming back to my country? I'm bringing you there. Baby, Debe, I'm taking you there. Just be calm. Now, talking about who is going to sponsor you, let it be known that you have something that is tangible that you are doing here. If you are older than 25, you are doing something here. Why not? Why can't you tell them that you have a company, a small company? I have a small startup. I have a small farm. I have a small. My mom, my dad are in full support of this. If you are older than the age that your mom and dad can be supporting you, I have a business. I am a media manager. I am a economic banker. You are doing something in Nigeria. I have a business, blah blah blah. In fact, to make the process more easy, you can even all the visa fee that they will tell you to pay, you can pay it in a company name. Must I tell you that you need to just go and lie? You are not lying here. You are telling them something that will make you look more credible. For example, when I was going during my time, when they asked me who was going to sponsor me, I was young. So I told them, my mom was going to sponsor me. But apparently, I have my own business. They asked, what am I doing? I said, I'm a digital marketer. It's a lie. It's on WhatsApp, I was selling credits, card, data. How did digital marketing relate to that? When he heard it like this, his head was like, wow, look at you, young, and you're doing digital marketing. Explain to me about digital marketing. Me, self, no know about digital marketing. But I was like, we market digitally. The guy was like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, they are human beings. They don't think the way you think. You may be thinking, they in consulate, they will just listen. Many people that they get their visa denied, there are two things involved. Either your documents are not just right, which for a university to give you admission and give you invitation, it means you are just not right. Or maybe you miss out on some documents. Maybe your affidavit, you didn't print it and they've told you about it, you didn't just do it. Or secondly, you go and fuck up with the consulate. So speak to the consulate like you know what you are doing. That's the second thing. Make sure that you have a solid proof of how you're going to survive there. We all know that you are running away to go and find a good job. Some of us are not running away, but you are not. Nigeria is not even good. The amount of how much was I making in Nigeria? How much am I making here? Can I even compare both of them? So that's for that part. Then the third thing that I spoke about after the why are you going there? What is your sponsor type? Thirdly, what is your strong? Do you have strong ties to home? Do you have strong ties back to home? What is that? It means that they want to know. This is why I told you I was coming back to it. They want to know that you have strong ties to home, so that you are coming back home. So, for example, if you're a married man, you can tell them, "My wife is here with my kids." They know that you cannot run away and leave your wife and your kids at least. You are a baby or a mommy's boy. My mom is here and my dad is here, and they are in full support of it. They have a business that they are running, and when I come back, I will use my expertise to do their business. It's a lie. But they will never let you go without, they will never let you go if you don't tell them that you have something strong at home. Imagine a situation where you are going there, you are like, what is, they ask you, the consulate asks you, do you have a mother? No. Do you have a father? No. Brother, I no get. Sister, I no get. Cousin, I no even get at all. And you want me to give you visa to run away when you know that you're never coming back. What do you even have? What do you have to lose here? Of course, you don't have to be like that now. Tell them I have a mother, I have a father. Even if you are not, maybe you're an orphan, you can easily tell them I have a wife or I have a job that I'm doing here, my own business. And it's in Nigeria, it's a Nigerian based business. Show me, or they will never ask you to show them proof. Let's go to the next thing. So that is for the embassy thing. If I say I should keep talking about the embassy thing, we are never going to leave this video, this meeting today. But make sure you keep it in mind. The embassy guys, the consulate are human beings like you, and it is your for me, Nike, to take your documents. I have processed your documents. I have given it to the university. I give you your admission letter and your invitation letter. It means that it is now left to the ball is in your court, and you have to play it wisely. If you go and fuck up with your consulate because of your non-confidence or because of your ways of answering your questions, it's on you. It's not on us. All right. The best thing we can do for you. We used to have rare cases where people get denied, anyways. The best case we used to do is we used to reapply for them. That's the best case. Sometimes we used to tell the embassy to take them again to review their document, but that one is very rare. That happened to just two people. Juwon in Riazan and another girl in Kazan. Those are the two people that we did it for. And it seems it's only in Riazan and Kazan that they consider because the universities they call by themselves. The universities here they don't care about you. We are the ones that go through the stress. If you know the stress I go through every day, I'm telling you guys, over document. We have to go to a submit. Some documents say they'll tell you no, 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 we don't want. And we cannot go back to the client and say they don't want this document. Sometimes we tell them they get angry. So we have to look for ways. Is that how we start getting affidavit to back it up? Is that how we start going online now to check your NECO from the original? Okay, to show this result was printed by us originally. So okay, then they accept. All these things take time. All right. So now let's talk about jobs in Russia. My honest opinion. Femike is not a liar. I'm a guy like you, and I know this also. It's not easy for anybody. So this one I'm going to say based on my experience. So guys, I made about 1 million naira upward monthly. I made. I did not say I make. I made because now, by God's grace, we are doing well. So that time when we were still broke, I was making 1 million naira upward monthly from teaching English here in schools, online and offline. There are ways to do it. I already spoke about it in my video on my YouTube page. Jobs with websites. You can go and apply. For example, we have Repetit, repetit.ru. In Repetit, I still have some clients. I still have like 2 clients there. I used to give it to my new students to just handle them. On repetit.ru, we have students. We have on avito.ru. We have on h.ru where you can see students. You can also work with schools. The thing is that the Russians here, they want to speak English. They want to travel to America. They want to travel to the UK. They want to travel to Australia. Some of them have businesses that require them to understand the language. English is the most widely spoken language in the world. There's no doubt. So they want to learn. So back to what we're saying. So I never knew that the same English that we were forced to speak in my house back then would bring the money to my bag. So there are many jobs you can do here, and there are sites where you can get these jobs. So some of the job you can do is customer sales specialist or representative. So what is this job about? So guys, when you come to Russia, of course you have a skill which is English. I'm sure that for you to even listen to me to this point, you know how to speak some English, of course. So what you do as a customer sales representative or a specialist is there are many companies here, like for example, Russia has their car companies, they have their solar energy companies, they have their whatever, battery companies, metal companies, and they want to sell it to USA, they want to sell it to Canada, they want to sell it to Australia, they want to sell it to Belgium. That's why they need French speakers. They want to sell it all around the world, and they need each English language speakers for different time, for different countries. So if you are able to speak English, they will employ you and they will give you a base salary. Now the base salary is 1.79 million naira per month, 1.79 for customer sales representatives, and it's very easy to get. Just know how to speak English. That's the only skill you need to know and how to convince a client. And if you're in Nigeria, that one will come now just to say hello. And the moment you make a sale, they give you 8%. 8% as at now. I made my research. I've done the job before too. And that time, when we started the job, they were giving 10%, but now they give 8% because the dollar is actually good rising. So they are giving lower, lower, lower. And the dollar is dropping against the rubles rather. So they are giving lower. So it's 8% now. So they give you 8%. So for example, let's do a math. Let's say you sold a car of about $80,000 and your percentage is 8%. I think that's about $800. I guess $800. So it's a big amount of money that you can actually put in your account. Apart from the $800 is like almost 1 million naira. Apart from the 1.7 that you're collecting as your base pay. So most of the guys that have come to Russia are doing that job. That's what they do. Customer sales representative. You see them, they are calling, going from one place to the other, going from one company to the other, registering this, registering that, registering this product, buying this product, selling this product, and all of that. Second one is the English teaching, which I already spoke about. And the English teaching is very easy here. It's one of the easiest. Most of my ladies that come here, I just tell them, oh yeah, enroll to this university, enroll to this school. In fact, I have a professor here as a virtue. He is a professor as a virtue of English speaking. So he's teaching English, but he has a degree already. So he just applied to his own university. So he teaches his own classmates English language. So he's attending classes and he's also collecting money. And now that he's teaching his own classmates English, he's the one that is marking his own script because he's still part of the class. So so big double greatness for him, and he's earning a lot of money from that. So we also have ozone jobs and KFC. What is ozone jobs? Ozone jobs are jobs. I already spoke about this in my job videos, my job videos on YouTube. Most of these are already there, but I'll still go more. Ozone jobs are warehouse jobs. Then you take for example, like AliExpress now. When orders come, you have to confirm it, scan the barcode. This order belongs to Mr. Benedict. So you keep it there for Benedict. So that's your job. You be the one scanning and keeping it in different counters, different names and all of that. So you can do dance teaching or KFC rather. KFC job, Burger King. You can work as the burger fryer. You don't need to definitely know how to fry burger from Nigeria. They'll teach you how to do all of that thing. And they can teach you how to cook, fry chicken, put yeast, all of those things. I've never done it before. I've never done Ozone or KFC job because I don't need to. I'm in my room and I'm making my money online. I do my English job when I firstly came. Later, I moved to this customer sales specialist. Now I do Forex full time. I do Forex and I do this thing, this helping of people who apply to this place part time alongside. So dance teaching, you can be a dance teacher. You can be teaching how to dance. All those dance that you are dancing. Popoli, if Popoli was in Russia, I used to make this joke with my friends that Okole will make millions. He came to Russia actually. He came to Russia. If you go to his page, you can go and check it. When he was in Moscow, he made a lot of money teaching people how to dance. The dancing community is very big. So many of our Russian friends here, they want to even know how to dance Afro dance. You know this song, baby, calm down, calm down. The song is one of the biggest songs here. You see them, they'll be doing their hand like this thing. So they all love the whole dance thing. So if you're a dance person, you don't necessarily need to know how to be a teacher. You can learn how to dance and come and teach people. You know how to dance from Nigeria already. Why are you wasting it? Per one class, they are paying revs. Revs is my friend. He's a forest trader and he's a dancer. They're paying revs per one class for one full group, maybe 10 people in the group. I'm giving 30,000 rubles for one class and he hosts about 10 of them in a month. 30,000 rubles is about, I want to be accurate, should be about almost 500,000 naira now, I guess. So per one class, the guy is balling, and it's not like, let me give you guys. It's not like I'm giving you figures. Or I'm trying to make you feel like Nigeria is bad. No, I'm telling you this to make you know that opportunities are here. Nigeria is not giving us this opportunity. Nigeria, if you are teaching somebody how to dance, what do you? I learned how to break dance in school. It never worked for me. My mommy did not take money to say, "Yeah, go and learn from this uncle. He's behaving like Michael Jackson. We take money and teach him." No, but here they see that you have the talent. They give you the money. Teach my kid how to dance, irrespective of whether he's a dancer or not. At least he's seeing you how you are moving your body. He joins. He joins. If they like what you are doing, of course, why can't my kid do the same? It is only in Russia that I know that people that don't know how to dance, they need to learn how to dance. In Nigeria, if it's not from your body, forget about it. So construction workers, you can be a construction worker if you are somebody that knows how to drive crane, you know how to do all those things. Though I don't usually advise this one because of the winter, but in summer you can do this job. In winter it can be very cold for you and you may not like it. But if you're in a warmer city, 100% is good. So we have chef, burger maker, and many more. So yeah, but here's my advice for many students. Firstly, I advise you to learn a skill. When you're coming to Russia, learn a skill. It can be cooking, barbing, makeup, lashes fixing, hair braiding, DJ, importation and exportation, event planning, marketing, tech, and research skills. Just learn a skill. I have a friend who makes 1 million plus from just hair braiding and cooking every month. He's very rich now, and we need to book a schedule to see him. So the deal here is to learn something. Don't just stay home idle. You are waiting for your admission result with Femike or your admission. I told you that the process is going to take so amount of weeks. You are waiting for it. Don't just sit down at home and be waiting. Go and learn something. If you don't already have something you're already doing, go and learn barbing. Go and learn makeup. I have my barber that barbs my hair. I've said it in a video before that I barb my hair 2 times once in a week rather. So that's 4 times in a month. And I pay this guy nothing less than sometimes 20,000 naira. That's He comes to my house to barb. I'm the one that like high class. So imagine 20,000 times four. That's 80,000 naira from me alone. From me alone. You do not make people eat barbs their hair every day. So imagine you combine it. It's something for you, bro. Like that's what I like about Russia. The odd jobs that we call odd jobs in Russia is not odd jobs. So you can be in a room and you will sit down and you see somebody that will sit down that will be drinking beer near you like this. And you ask him, sir, what job are you doing? And he'll tell you, I'm a carpenter. And you're like, who parked that Benz outside? It's my car. Or what job are you doing? I'm a plumber. Or I'm an artist, I draw. Some of these drawings that you are drawing, you are wasting. It's a pity that you cannot go into my room now to see. I have a lot of paintings in my room. I really fancy paintings. Most of the paintings that are in my room are drawn by my Nigerian friends. They draw it. Femike, we really appreciate you. At least you helped us. So yeah, take one. Anytime many of my white friends, I used to have a lot of white friends that come around to check me once in a while. I show them. They say, we love it. They buy. So it all really matters on what is your skill and what are you learning? What are you doing about it? Are you a makeup artist? Are you into lashes fixing? Are you a DJ? That DJ you are doing, everybody, hey, DJ Ayefele on the beat. You are not, don't waste it. Learn more. When you get here, many DJ events for you, many of all those things. So the deal is to learn something. Trust me, you will make big money. Even if you don't make big money, at least to start. When you are getting your job, you are working, and by the side, during your little free moment, you are doing your barbing, you are doing your makeup, you are doing your lashes fixing, you are doing your DJ, Ayefele on the beat, importation and all of that, event planning, you are planning your event, you're a marketer. All right, so the weather. I'm going to speak about the weather. Russia is cold, but Canada is colder. That is our slogan here. I also put this one in my former video. I just took it from my former video, the one that you guys watched first. So the cold here is actually very bearable. You need to wear a jacket and also get dressed properly at all times. The snow can be slippery, but with nice boots, you are good to go. The cold here is overhyped, in my opinion, though. Guys, let me see if I can quickly show you my jacket, my winter jacket. Just give me 5 seconds. So guys, this is how my winter jacket looks like. This is my winter jacket. So you can see it. It doesn't have a cap, but I have the one that has a cap. But that one is actually my brother. He took it to Moscow. So it is not a difficult thing. This thing is very normal. Very normal. See it. There's nothing special about it. So because I used to get a lot of questions from people. They say, Femike, can I survive in this cold? Brother, it's not that bad. Let's not lie about it. And also with the cold, with the weather in Russia, not everywhere is cold. In fact, right now it is very warm outside because if you can see, I'm just wearing this and I was just coming from outside. I wore this to visit somebody, and the person was like, "Ah, wow, you look good." I didn't wear my jacket. I cannot wear a jacket on top of what do they call this thing in Nigeria? Say, Yoruba Buba, what is it? So, yeah. All right. So now the food. So this one is easy. There are a lot of African cuisines here that you should that shouldn't be a problem. It's just that plantain is a problem, dodo is a problem, but learn how to cook. And when you come here, if not, you'll be spending all your money on junks. When I came here, I was spending my money on junks, but when Sakpa grabbed me to the neck point, there are some places that Sakpa will grab you, you still be happy. Maybe grab you in your chest. When he grabbed you to the neck, okay. Then I went to YouTube. I started learning different style. There's no style of food I don't cook right now. I'm a chef by nature and by predicament. All right, so you will learn how to cook. Don't worry if you don't know how to cook. Be smiling. You will learn. You will learn because by the time you spend all your money on KFC. All right, so the transportation here, we have several means of going about the city. We have it's usually 32 rubles per trip. We have the metro, we have the trolley buses. I wanted to put pictures here, but these are things that you can just screenshot this thing now. In fact, after this video, if you want this PDF, I can send it to you. So just read on it more. So taxis are usually from, but I used to tell people you don't need to read much. You don't need to do much. Take your money and start. Starting is what brings the results. If you like, read 1 billion magazines or read all the news online, you are deceiving yourself. So you can literally convert the money on how you want to do it. We don't have Okada here. There's no bike. We don't have bike. We have scooters, we have bicycle, but we don't have bike. So if you're looking for Okada, maybe you bring yours from Nigeria. All right. So cost of living. Trust me, this one really differs per person. It's depending on your lifestyle. But I have an app that you can use to calculate that. So you can go to numbio.com and compare prices to Nigeria, compare Russia to Nigeria and see the prices of things compared to how they are in Nigeria. So you can go to numbio.com and compare the prices of how things are there in Numbio. So if you look at the right side of the screen, you see it. So here I was comparing Moscow to Lagos, and they were telling me of how consumer prices, including rent in Lagos, are higher than in Moscow. So you see, in fact, most of the things here we have consumer prices are 13.7% lower than in Moscow. That's for consumer prices. We have consumer prices including rent in Lagos are higher than in Moscow. So rent in Lagos is higher than the one in Moscow. Can you see? Moscow is one of the most expensive cities in the world, though. So rent prices in Lagos are 123% higher than in Moscow. Restaurant prices in Lagos are lower than in Moscow. Grocery prices, blah blah blah. They'll give you all those percentage things and all of that. So you do the math. So now the war. So this one, this one actually make you feel discouraged. I don't know what is written here. I think I made a mistake. But a lot of people are taking advantage of the war to come here and they are successful because there are no strict embassy policies. Now, this is what you should know about the war. So now, there is no war in Russia. I have said this countless times. Everybody asks me this question. Femike, is there a war in Russia? Femike, be honest with me. There is no war in Russia. As I've been speaking to you, I don't think you guys have heard any bombing, like any go Femike, we are take cover, take cover. I've not taken any cover. I am here with you guys. I'm not telling you guys this to make it seem like, oh, Femike, what about all those news that we are now hearing? They are news, they are media propaganda. Russia is not going to fight any war soon due to their new partnerships. The war never happened in Russia. It was in Ukraine. And the reason for the war is, let me explain to you guys. So, guys, even if you should look at the whole thing, Ukraine started this war. Ukraine, I asked a friend of mine yesterday, and she was telling me she's a Russian Ukrainian. She told me that since 2014, Ukraine has been sending troops to the Russian border to monitor Russian borders. Now, here's the thing Russia shares a border with Ukraine. If you go to Google right now, do you know that Russia is times 17? Guys, listen to this. Oh. Russia is times 17 of Nigeria. Like one Russia is 17 of Nigeria. If you throw Nigeria into Russia like this, one, two, you will need to throw 17 Nigeria into one Russia. And in Ukraine, you need to throw 3 to 4 of Ukraine into Nigeria. Now imagine how many of Ukraine you need to throw into Russia. So Ukraine have been finding their elder brother trouble for a very long time. It is not a story. It is not a joke. So Russia only showed them what they used to see near them, which is closing their borders and launching attacks on their borders. So everything that happened were in Donbass, Crimea, in Donetsk, Lugansk, and all of those places. So nothing happened. It's just like, bro, let's be realistic. You are Russia. I'm Russia. You are Ukraine. I'm your bigger brother. You say you want to join NATO. Who is NATO? NATO is Russia enemy. The Americas, the Europe, and all of that. So if you are joining NATO and you are in Ukraine, you have given America easy access to my border. What is in my border? Most of my resources are in my border, and I'm sharing them with you. It's just like we have Nigeria and Cotonou border. In that border now that we are overlapping, we should be having resources there. Maybe there's a gold mine, meaning that Nigeria and Benin have equal rights to that gold mine. Maybe Nigeria having more rights, but doesn't mean that it is not still overlapping into the territory of Benin. So, are you telling me that you will easily allow America around? If America is around, they can easily walk to my border and claim it. That is what caused the fight. Because most of Russia's border stuff, because of how big their country is, most of their things are moved to their borders, so as to avoid maybe, for example, climate changes, industrial problems. Like in my city now, Yekaterinburg. Yekaterinburg has one of the highest producing Minecraft for aeroplanes, helicopters. They produce it for war and all of that. So they started moving it to the borders too, because they know that if they continue this production, the production thing will affect their climate, affect the weather. They are more concerned about the people here. So you are Ukraine. Why are you fighting? Why are you finding trouble? Don't join NATO. We know that Russia is trying to bully them, but if you look at what Russia is doing, this is my border. Even if you're going to join NATO, then leave my border for me. Leave Crimea for me. That's where Russia started. Okay, Ukraine throw the first bomb to their border to destroy the resources there. Russia did not retaliate. What did Russia do? Russia then started to claim their borders. Claim the first one. They've claimed Crimea now. They've claimed almost all the 5 borders. At least if we have our border, you can go and join NATO. Now Ukraine is crying like a crybaby. So Russia is number one in the world when it comes to power. Courtesy Vladimir Putin. Before I even started working, I already know who Vladimir Putin was. Vladimir Putin, if you go on Google now, I dare you that you're listening to me now to go on Google now and type who is the most powerful person in the world. Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, is going to be on that list, and I'm proud of him. That man is very powerful. If you come into Russia, you feel the effect. You will feel as protected as nothing, as anything rather. Russia is you are protected in Russia. Even if you see the system, the way the system is arranged, the security level, you will know that you're in a country that has a law. Either you are rich or you are poor. Nobody is allowed to trespass. If you trespass, you face the wrath of the law. Equally, best problem, no issues. If you rape a lady here, you get chemically castrated. You can't use your manhood anymore. If as a lady too, if you rape a man, you get chemically castrated. They do equal law, equal rights. To play with Putin, you collect. Look at Putin when he was in North Korea. Everybody in North Korea, I don't know if you are watching the video, be watching how they are looking at him. They are even try any nonsense, you collect. Two of them, the president of Russia and the president of North Korea, exchanged drinks. Both of them could not drink it. Friendship drink. Oh. They know what Russia is capable of. Anytime North Korea president Kim Jong-un, this is the first time that I think Putin is visiting him in their hometown. Every time it is Kim Jong-un who comes in, and they say Kim Jong-un carries his own toilet, carries his own train. He doesn't take plane. They can crash the plane. So I'm not saying that he's a bad man. I'm just telling you that he's capable of anything. He's not scared of anybody. Hey, I will not destroy Russia. I will destroy Ukraine. They will not be after me. Who want to come after Russia? Is it America? Where is America? The America that supported Ukraine to this level now, did they not leave them? If you are familiar with the news, that's why you are sending me all these things every day. What about the war? Go and read about it and stop just carrying media propaganda. There is no war anywhere. Who wants to fight Russia? Is it Nigeria or Israel? They say Israel has been fighting war for the beginning. Why have they not fought Russia? Go and read the history. Why did Germany not launch war against Russia? They tried now. Didn't they try? All of these things, let's not go into the history. They teach us all this history here. You can't play with Russia and you will not collect. Russia has, I don't like to talk politically because this thing will be on YouTube and I don't know. But I'm going to tell you guys, Russia has an opposing party for Ukraine, for Putin. We didn't hear of him again, the man, with the whole influence that he has. And nobody's talking about it. Putin is not your mate. So why would you fight with him? This is not for you. This is just for you to know that there is no problem. You don't have any issue. And trust me, many people are using this opportunity to launch into Russia because up to 2021, a lot of people find it easy, hard to come into Russia rather. But now it's easy. You go there, you just go in. If you like, don't be part of it. That's your own anyways. So most of the continent or contents you see are from desperate media guys who are seeking attention. So no pressure. Russia is very much at peace. If you want to come here, it is the easiest country in the world to process as of right now. I'm telling you the truth. I am here and I'm not lying to you. This is Russia. I am speaking directly and live from there. So If you want to trace my IP, go ahead and trace it. I don't even have any issues with you. So flight. Worried about flights? So here's the things. I've posted this one on the group before. The flights, with flights, no one can give you a standard price. E.g., if you ask me, Femi K, I want to travel in May. What's the price of the flight? I can't give you an answer. But here's the quick lesson to be learned here. Flights in festive periods are literally like December, January. They are usually more expensive compared to the rest of the year. So this scenario happened to my brother. He traveled January 1, 2023, which is a festive period. That's the New Year's. And his flight was around 1.5 million naira. Then someone also traveled in February 17, 2023, and her flight was 567k naira to Russia. So the lesson here is to budget more if you are traveling during the festive period because it's a rush hour and many people are traveling. Standard flights to Russia is ranging from 500k to 1.5 million. In fact, if you are processing your flights, your admission now, you are lucky because you'll be getting your start by September. You should be coming in. And September is not a rush hour. September, October, November is still normal. But for those December, January, February, it's a very, very big. You may not be lucky to see something that's cheap. So now, tourist visa. So the immigration here approved our agency to process tourist visas. Glory be to God for that. But for now, it is for a limited amount of people because we've gotten a lot of applications. So many people have applied. So many people have paid me to go and start for them. I've submitted the money to the agency, and the agency is reviewing the applications. So, but what you need to know is that you'll be getting a tourist invitation, and what you need is your passport scan, date of trip, and the hotel booking. So we book the hotel for you. We have a way of doing it. So, and we are not collecting any money from you on this now as per processing. I'm not collecting anything from you. As a matter of fact, the immigration promised us, which is our agency, they are going to give us commission on each client that comes, and they're going to look at the results of each client that comes. So I don't want anything that's going to make me implicated. So I tell you what is going to go for it. So for example, if you're going to stay here for 3 months, you book your hotel for 3 months, they give you a visa for 3 months, you come in. But when you come in now, there are ways to actually find a way to change your tourist visa to other things. But that one I will not be giving information here because it's a very secret information. I will not lie to you guys, and I will not want anything that will implicate me too. So if you want to, are really really serious about tourist visa, chat me up. If I'm not replying you, I'm busy with somebody else. Obviously, just send me another message. We are all one. We are all one. We love ourselves. Some people love me. All of you love me. Just that you just have wahala. So just chat me up, Femike, what's up, what's up, what's up, and that's it. So the tourist visa is very much on, and it's a great one because we already have two people that has been giving their confirmation for invitation letter. So when I pick it up, I'll try to either post it on the group, or some people don't want us to post their sources on the group because they feel like, irrespective of the fact that I'm blurring their names, we used to have issues. We used to have a lot of people that get admissions every day, even invitations, but they don't want us to post. They say, no, don't post me. Oh, who knows whether I will not go like this? Nigerian mentality. Well, we are all Nigerians. I also have that mentality too. During my time, I also told my agency not to post me. So, but it doesn't mean if I post you, it doesn't mean anything. I will blow your name out and all of that. So if we have anybody that is giving us the go ahead to post, then we'll post it on the group and all of you will see. So that's my conclusion now. My conclusion is thank you guys for watching this video to the end and staying with me. And Russia is very much easy to process right now. The only problem that a lot of people have is the fact that they actually like, how do I put it? They are listening to the wrong news at the right time. They are listening to a lot of things that stop presenting. So they are listening to a lot of things that they shouldn't be listening to. So, for example, you see people that will come and meet you, they will be like, Femi K, ah, I I heard that there is a war. They are taking. What was that news that made me laugh? They said they were taking Nigerian students to go and fight war before they renew their visa. Oh my God, I laughed hard that day. Who told me that news? That told me to debunk it. I think it was Ayo. Ayo told me to go and debunk the news on the group. I was just laughing. I was like, bro, why this news? There's no need for such shameless news circulating the internet. If there was any news like that, firstly, let us take note. The Nigerian immigration will not sit down. The Nigerian immigration will firstly even alert the public. When the war started out for Ukraine, it was the Nigerian embassy that firstly alerted them and they were fleeing. Who attacked Ukraine? If I tell you that it is not Russia that attacked Ukraine, you guys will just look at me and say this guy have started again. Ukraine attacked itself, and that's the truth. And I'm saying this on live video. Ukraine was the one that attacked its own self because Russia did not do anything to them. Their borders, they are just retaliating. You were having internal crisis. So, because you can never tell me that Russia infiltrated your country to that point where everybody is now running. Russia, how do you want to enter Russia without Russia? That's you. You don't know who Putin is. Maybe I should go online and go and show you guys a picture of Putin, how he is. That man is he's not playing, no. Putin, no. Putin is he rides Putin, there's a story that went online that I've not confirmed the truthfulness of the news, but it was a mad story that he told us in school, say. Putin's pilot fell into coma or he fainted on air. Putin rode his plane down. Putin landed the plane by himself. So what does that man not? What that man landed the plane. Everybody they feared him that day. They sent. I think they poisoned his pilot or something mid-air. He landed the plane with counterparty at his back. So, Baba, all those ones say Russia. This the man is ready for anything. He go online. It's painful that he speaks Russian. That's why most of these things don't circulate. But the ones that they say in Russian, the Al Jazeera, the CNN, because it's Russia, is US media, they circulate now because it's in English. Go on and go and check the interviews of that man. That man is, we see that and tell you face to face. Say he's not, he has declared US his enemy. Who is scared now? And I'm looking at when Donald Trump comes into power, you see how Russia they will surge into power again, like number one, because now they are dragging number two, US them because of this their old problem, the way they mounted them with Ukraine and all of that. So, guys, thank you so much for sticking to the end. So now I'll be taking questions and so that everybody can go and rest. So if you have a question, please just raise up your hand. Put your hand raised. Don't speak, please. If you speak, I will not answer. I swear. I swear, I will not answer. I know you've been on the video to the end. So just raise your hand. I will answer everybody that raises
Hello.
their hand. Please raise your hand. Raise your hand. Who that you are raising your hand, please, please, please. I beg you. I don't want it to be disorganized. A lot of people are here that want to ask questions. So raise your hand, and I'm going to be taking 5 questions so that everybody can go and sleep. All right. So let's go with Emros. Emros. All right. If Emros is not in the building, let's say I'll go with Miriam.
I'm there. I'm
Oh,
just trying to open
all
the
right, Mr. Emros,
microphone.
please, please, let's have you.
Yeah. So I was just wondering, because I did try to reach out to you
Zoe,
regarding,
I
like
hope you forgot
your.
what said now.
I was trying to reach out to you on WhatsApp regarding the process,
The, the
and
mosquito, by the way.
I didn't really get a response. I think the response I got was that it couldn't go further. So I was just wondering, is that because of the KYC or
All right,
something?
Okay.
Mr. Emros. I like your explanation and I understand you. But what you're gonna do for me right now is you're gonna like send me a message right now, okay? So when you send me
Yeah.
that message, I'll definitely know it's from you and I'll of course immediately answer you. I don't know if that's fine by you.
Well, you did answer me, but what is that I got a response? I'm not sure if it was from you or if it's from someone else, but they said that they couldn't go further because they said that something was. They didn't really give me like a reason why. So I
Okay.
was a bit
Can you tell me your name
confused.
though?
My name is Mark Ross.
Mark what? Mark Plus?
Yeah, Mark, Mark.
If you are in this video, of course it means are you in the On Air Nigeria group?
Yes, I'm in the group. Yeah.
Okay, what you do for me now, Mr. Mark Plus, is please just go to my group, look for the admin, message any of the admin, which is two. That's my two numbers. One is my personal, one is my business. Message me immediately. I'll answer you. Do that now.
Okay.
Do that now, please. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you, Mr. Maxwell. Next person we have on board should come online. That's Miriam Isifu.
Yes, hello everybody. Femike, I'm from Ghana, and I want to know if you're doing the school for someone, do you just do the school for the person, or the person have to name the school that he or she wants? And then my second question is, with the tourist visa, how long will it take for the for everything to be ready?
Now, those are both great questions. Okay, so for the first question which you asked about when it to be ready, firstly, um, about what was the first question? You talked about tourist visa and what was the first one? The school, right? Choosing the school, right? If I'm correct.
Yeah, choosing the
Okay, okay.
school.
So
Yes.
choosing the school, right? It depends on your document. You can tell us the school you want, but the school that you want may not want you. That's the truth of the matter because it depends on your documents and all of that. There are a lot of things that goes into this thing here. So if you want a school, you can tell us, and we will try to our best to find out how we can like go about it. But if they don't want you, then we can come back again and tell you, okay, these are the schools on ground, and we can work on it for you.
Okay.
All right. So for the tourist visa, it takes what we had because we've been doing it now. We started about 3 days ago. They say it's usually take 3 to 5 days, but maximum a week. So we've gotten the confirmations already. So in a week time, you should literally, if you are working with the visa, the tourist visa, you get it in a week.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
you
I'll get back to you privately.
no problem at all. I'll be expecting you, Mrs. Miriam. All right. So the next person on ground that we have is Mr. Oladuni Oladapo.
Okay, hello Femke, this is the law. We spoke yesterday.
The law, the law. My hands are up. Yeah, I can hear you, ma. I can hear you. Go ahead, ma.
Well done.
Yes, ma.
Well done. Okay, so my questions is basically two. One, just like Miriam from Ghana said, I got that now, and I'm cleared that you can choose a school, but
Yeah,
the school may not want you, so that is cleared. That means at the end of the day, you would assist in getting a stable school, right?
100%. 100%.
Okay. Now, secondly, accommodation seems to be difficult in Russia,
Hmm.
right? Because it's like getting a one bedroom, two bedroom. It's not like the UK, like the Canada stuff. It's like you only get an apartment, like this service kind of apartment. Is that correct?
It's not correct, though.
Excuse me.
It's not
Okay.
correct.
So is it easy to get a one bedroom, two bedroom?
It's very easy. It's very easy. Like where I am now, I'm in a three-bedroom apartment, and I'm doing. It's just easy. It's just your money. You just need money. If you have your money, that's it.
Okay. Now, as a master or PhD student, can you come with family or dependents?
Okay, so as a master or PhD student, I've spoken about this before that you can come in first individually and you come and invite them. You go and provide documents to immigration that shows that these people are your family, and then you invite them after maybe about 1 to 3 months of you being here. But coming to there together to Russia like that, the embassy will not give you a visa directly like that because they'll be like you are going to somewhere that you've not even been before.
No, I
You're
see.
taking your family. I don't know if you
Okay.
get. Hello, ma.
I get. I get.
But your network seems a bit.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
So can you like maybe like chat me up and I will reply you? I have your number, the law.
Okay.
All right, all right,
Okay.
all right, all right, all right. So
All right. Thank you. All right.
you are
I'll
very
chat
welcome.
you.
You are welcome. You are welcome. We have Mr. Sylvester Akman. Please, Mr. Sylvester Akman, let's have you. Okay, if Mr. Sylvester Akman is not in the building, I think though I think he sent me like a message. He said um somebody is Fatima Ibrahim. She asked, she said, hello, Femike, no, honestly, international students studying language program allowed to work in Russia. Yeah, they're allowed to work in Russia. When I was doing my language, I was working in Russia, and I have language students that are also working in Russia. Maybe some of these videos, I'll be bringing people to come and talk to you guys so that you can be seen. So, well done, Mr. Femike. I'm 40 years. Can I still go for the language course? It's easier to get. If yes, can I work wide in language? Yeah, you can. You can get it depending on your on your document type. So let's see your documents and let's see if we can work with it. And I'll let you know. So, guys, thank you so much for your your coming to the video or to this Zoom meeting. Somebody's net stuff is on and affecting me a lot. Who is this person? Okay. All right. So guys, thank you so much for coming to the video. We didn't have a lot of people today because I changed the whole thing. We used to have about 50 people upward. But I don't mind. You know, if I have only two people, if the two people understand me, well, what else do I have to prove? So, well, I really appreciate that all of you are here, and it shows it takes a lot of courage to want to be on this video with us here. So I'm really happy, and I'm happy to see you all's faces, and I'm sure that everybody's going to do well, and everybody's going to succeed. So, guys, if you have any questions, make sure that you just come to my DMs and you ask me immediately. I will definitely provide answers that you need. I don't have any issues with providing answers as soon as possible and as fast as I can, and I'll be able to give you guys all I can. So thank you so much for joining, and this video will be available on YouTube for those that want to watch, and those that are not available, you can go back and watch it. And those that are available and they still want, maybe you join later, you can go back and watch it on Femike Blood. Thank you guys for joining this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. So guys, goodbye guys. Thank you so much.